It is said by some that no other warlord clan is as powerful as Clan Moors. Its name, feared among all vermankind, is pronounced with care and constrained respect, even amongst the four great clans. But from where exactly does Clan Moors gain its power? The answer is one to astonish all vermankind: loyalty. They gain control over what is probably the most subtle and powerful tool of war: an unquestionable and unwavering loyalty to the clan. All members of Clan Moors are hardly bribed, and speak highly of their home and their leaders, while also showing a sense of belonging and fealty completely foreign to all other Skaven, who often recur to treachery and deception amongst their own ranks, always looking for themselves, and thus undermining the progress of their clan as a whole. The rats of Clan Moors believe in the leadership they follow, and they all work together into making Moors the most powerful clan in all of the Under Empire. They have common purpose. This is something other clans have a hard time understanding, as there has never been a place for honor in the Under Empire. All Skaven are consumed by a primordial need to survive and thrive off the violence and brutality they inflict upon their own kin. It's a brutal society, where feelings like pity, empathy, or remorse are completely unheard of. And that is why Clan Moors has a unique advantage over all other clans, where any other Skaven can be easily bribed or forced into betraying its master for their own gain. The same can't be said for Clan Moors members, and this makes for a deceivingly powerful weapon. It needs to be said, however, that a concept such as honor in Skaven society, even in its best representation, remains a twisted and dark parody of its original intended meaning. In fact, betrayal isn't new to Clan Moors. It is just viewed in a different, maybe more pragmatic manner, if you wish so. To turn your back, sabotage, or outright kill a superior for your own egotistical gains is seen as an act of betrayal, and it is aptly punished. However, if such a gesture was committed to getting rid of a selfish superior whose motives were corrupted by its own egotistical nature, then on the contrary, Clan Moors would see to it as a great act, as it would advance the objectives of the clan. Furthermore, what makes Clan Moors stand apart from most other clans is its varied ways of warfare. Where the four great clans are pretty set in their own methods of destruction, Clan Moors has proven time and time again to be extremely adaptable to any situation. Their forces have a heavier focus on armored infantry, hosting the biggest regiment of storm vermin in all Skavendom. Their chieftains and warlords have learned a vast array of tactics that they have been seen to employ into battle with great effects. Where the four great clans utilize devastating weapons of war to defeat their enemies, subterfuge to take down vital targets, or even poison and biological weapons to cause heavy casualties, Clan Moors takes great pride in the fact that they have no need of expensive machinery or wild, raging beasts to achieve their goals in battle, resorting to simple, plain knowledge and effective tactics. This is why out of all Skaven clans, Clan Moors is one of the most feared for its unpredictability. Their leaders are great tacticians and masters of war, and few can hope to best them when at the lead of the unending hordes of Skaven that they can throw at any enemy. Few names in Skavenblight instill more fear than Lord Nodwell, the supreme and merciless war king, tyrant general, supreme ruler of Clan Moors. His story is one coated in bloodshed and greed. Without him, Clan Moors would have never become the great force it is today. He is one of the oldest Skaven in existence, thanks to the acquisition of potent elixirs from Clan Scryer, and as such, the clan has never known another leader than Nodwell. Despite his age, however, his mind and body remain as sharp as ever. While he is dressed with the most delicate of fabrics scavenged from the world above, tailored by the most skilled slaves in all of Skavenblight, he remains an imposing figure with a barrel-chested, muscular physique, still capable of moving like a warrior and thinking like a cold-blooded killer. He lives a segregated life in his imposing tower over at Clan Moors' quarters in Skavenblight, guarded by a regiment of black-furred storm vermin, the larger and mightier of their kind. And from high above in his chambers, he plots the day of the great ascent to the world above, when he would bring Skavenkind to the ultimate victory. But every leader needs a right-hand man, or, in this case, a right-hand claw. And to Lord Nodwell, second in command is no short of titles.
No other rat must slay more than Mimi. Any who attempt to outkill Mimi will pay. Get them! Get them now!
Warlord Queek Headtaker, Lord of the City of Pillars, and Great Warlord of Clan Moors, is one of the best warriors among all verminkind, probably second only to his own master, Lord Nodwell. He is a particularly egotistical and bloodthirsty being, whose legendary temper and might have made him infamous both above and below the surface. Gifted with an unnatural sense of courage and urge to accomplish even the most impossible challenges thrown his way. And as such, he displays the trophies of some of his greatest achievements on the trophy rack he brings along wherever he goes, strapped to his back. There can be found the hand of Baron Ulbricht Kraus of the province of Averland, the head of King Krug Ironhand of Karak Draj, that of Warlord Ikit Scratch of Fester Spike, and that of Warlord Sleek Sharpwit of Clan Moors, amongst many other noteworthy challengers that Queek has personally taken down. If anything, Queek exacerbates all the qualities Lord Nodwell has instilled in his troops. these being a twisted sense of courage, pride, and loyalty. It is said that Queek cannot be bribed. He doesn't care for threats, no matter the dealer, and leads his armies from the front ever so fearlessly, instead of the back, much like the vast majority of other Skaven. He also thinks of himself as the greatest warlord to have ever lived, as all Skaven do. Unlike most Skaven, however, he is known to back up his claims as much as he boasts about them. But, together with all these qualities, the Headtaker is known also for his madness, showing a disturbing affection for his collection of severed heads that he keeps upon his trophy rack. At times, he has been seen talking to these heads when nobody else is looking, as if the skulls still retain the souls of those he slew in ritual combat, and are now acting as his personal counselors in defeating his opponents and winning battles. Those that would dare to touch his prized possessions have had their paws cut off by Queek personally as a punishment. Together with his madness comes his foolhardiness, for Queek has never been described as the most brilliant of tacticians. On the contrary, Queek has always been considered by Lord Nodwell himself as a blunt tool to pursue his own goals. A Skaven, unlike most of his kind, that hates scheming as much as he hates politics and subterfuge, which is one of the reasons why he holds such a great disdain for the conniving Greyseers and the sorcerers of other clans. As a result of his own paranoia, Queek has never trod the battlefield alone, for he is always accompanied by a host of infamous storm vermin named the Red Guard, captained by his second-in-command, Ska Bloodtail, an immense Skaven, even bigger than Queek himself. The Red Guard is feared across all of the Under Empire, as they are exceptionally good fighters, even able to come to blows against great warriors of other races. They are known to have taken down giants, they have killed kings and warlords, and they have even stolen sacred banners from renowned units such as dwarf ironbreakers. Queek Headtaker remains a truly terrible foe on the battlefield, availing himself of his bloodlust, skill, and fearless spirit. He truly is Lord Nodwell's protege, one of his greatest tools of destruction, and one of the mightiest warriors amongst the verminkind.
Dwarf things. Look how they scurry to us on such little legs, racing to fight. We will give them battle. Yes. I'll take back Gouger and collect many beards this day.
The dwarves looked in disgust at the advancing Skaven across the vast tunnel passage. They moved as if the very rocks of the mountains and the dark passages were theirs, moving swiftly as if they were in their own home. But the depths of the mighty mountains and the holds of the Karaz Enkor were the dwarves' own place. The dwarf lord surveyed the battlefield, knowing that blood was about to run. The Skaven army was huge, their numbers greater than they expected, towering above them, Queek Headtaker's rack of disgusting trophies defied the nerve and patience of the defending dwarves. Singing the songs of Verlea and sounding their war horns, the dwarves clashed against the coming tide of Skaven, armed with all sorts of weapons and armor. Waves of screaming Skaven hurled themselves at the stubborn dwarf warriors who fought back with unwavering determination. Reciting their grudges as they killed, the dwarves shattered armor and bones with each swing of their mighty hammers and axes, their blows always finding their marks. But for each Skaven that fell, 4 more took their place, and the fighting quickly turned to a bloody grind, as waves and waves of fresh Skaven found their way to the front lines. The tunnels that led to the main hall were suddenly packed with more red-eyed ratmen that intended to enter the battlefield and get into the action. As individuals, the Skaven would cowardly scurry away from any conflict. But when acting as a horde, they empowered themselves and emboldened their deadly intent. And with a battlefield so packed as this one, they were eager to get into the fight, to prove themselves to the clan. The crude war horns of the Skaven sounded all over the vast hall, drowning the voices of the dwarves and the sounds of battle all together. The terrifying tunes and calls for battle were answered with thousands of screeches every time, revealing the true magnitude of the force the dwarves were facing. Queek Headtaker moved across the front line, barking orders and striking at strategic points with a surgical precision, often delivering deadly blows to many dwarves. He moved swiftly, with the proficiency of an experienced killer. He moved in and out of combat, and left almost no room for proper retaliation. The casualties of the proud dwarves were irreplaceable, each warrior fallen being a blow to their force, and a further insult to their race. Their dead bodies would often be quickly buried under the dirty paws and filthy corpses of the Skaven, many of them being devoured with their flesh still warm, or simply being carried away by the uncountable Skaven, never to be seen again. Many hours